Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the Linux tutorials. So in the first few tutorials we learned some basics of Linux, including making files, directories, copying files, renaming files, and also setting permissions on the files and directories. So now I'm going to tell you about how to copy a file from one from on the network. So that can be either local area network or a wide area network. So there is a very useful tool to copy more than one files or even directories over the network from one computer to the other. So this is especially useful for the people using high performance computing or computing clusters, so they can copy their files from their PC to the cluster and from the cluster to their PC very easily. For example, I'm logged into my computing cluster, and you can see that here is my address. I am logged in on this server, and here I'm in the directory downloads and then test. If I ls here, I can see that there are different kinds of files in this directory. So what if I want to copy uh, any of these, like my first article.txt to my local PC? So if you see here, I have made a folder on my local PC, which is at the moment empty, and here is my local terminal on my PC. So I've made them separate. This is the local terminal. I'm logged in onto my PC. uh, this is with the Ubuntu on Windows, and this is using MobiXterm. I have logged into this server. So what if I want to copy this file to my local PC and vice versa? So first I need to know the location of this directory where I am on the server. So I can simply write the pwd present working directory, and it tells me that here is the location. I'm in this path /home /hashmi /downloads /test. I'll just copy it. I'll right click and it copies it. So now I'll go to my local PC. So you can see that this is the test folder in D drive bash d bash test. So we are in this directory. I want to copy one file, so I can just use secure copy, and then I have to give the address of my server, and then paste the path, and then write the name of the file. I'll just do it. Yeah. So now I'll put a dot. What does this dot mean? Dot means that copy this whole file. This is the source to my current location. My current location is this test folder. So dot will tell it to copy this file over here. So if I press enter, it asks me for the password of the server. If I provide it with the password, uh, it says there's no file with this name. My first file, oh sorry, it was my first file, not my first article. So if I just correct the name, provide the password, it has copied that file. So if I come to this folder now, you can see that here is the file that is copied from the server to this location. So now I'll create one or two directories as well. Let's say make mkdir. If I see now, I can see that there are two directories, and I'll just move one file to a directory. So I've moved this file to this directory, and if I want to see now what's in this folder and all the subdirectories, I can just simply say ls-R and it will give me a complete picture. So in this directory, these are the files and folders, and then in the directory Ali, this is the file, and then in the directory test2, there is no file. Now, what if I want to copy this whole test folder with its files and directories to my local PC? And I cannot use this scp command so many times, because scp doesn't copy the folders right away. And also, one more thing, what if I have copied some of the files earlier and now some files have been updated? I want to copy only the updated files. What would I do? There is a very useful command for that, and that is rsync. Yes, rsync. And I'll put some options to make it verbose and show you the percentage and other things. So you just write this down with it. And now I want to copy that whole folder. I'll give it the path, and the path is this one. So now if I want to copy the test folder itself or the files inside it, if I want to copy the test folder itself, I'll just put a dot like this. But if I want to copy the files inside test, I'll just put a slash over here and then a dot here. Now let's press enter, and it asks me for the password. You see, it's copying all the contents inside the test directory one by one. And now if I check it right here, you can see that all those files and directories, they're copied here. Now, if you see, for example, this is my first file and this is my first Linux lesson. What if next time I just change this file on the server, like I edit my first file and add few more lines. This is the first update to the file. So I'm just saving this file, and now this file is changed. What if I want to sync this whole folder, but if there are thousands of files, I don't want to copy all the files all the times. I just want those files to be copied which are changed from the last time. So now what I'll do is I'll just run the same command, the same rsync command, and see it will only copy that file which is changed. It will not copy all the files again. Here you go. You see, now it has only copied this file, and in those folders it looked, but there was no change, so it didn't copy anything else. And if I open this file now, you can see it has been updated on my computer. So this is how you can copy different files and folders from your PC to the cluster and from the cluster to your PC. So now if I want to make another file, like if I make a file here, uh, copy test, and I add something. This is the local file. So now I saved it. This is a file which is on my PC, and I want it to send to that PC, to the server. So I can use the same command rsync, but now I will give it the path over here. copy test.txt, or even I can give a folder name here and it will copy the whole folder on the cluster. So now the source is over here. This is the source and this is the destination. So it will copy this file to that destination. Earlier what we were doing, that was the source and this dot was the destination. So we were copying this path to this place. Now we're copying this file or the path to this destination. So if I press enter, I'll just need to go there. Press enter, enter the password. You see it has copied that file, and if I go to the server now in ls, you can see where is the file. Here is the file. So that was about rsync. Now there is one more thing. You can also exclude some file types in the rsync, but I'll tell you that in a next video, because this video has gone beyond 10 minutes and I don't like making longer videos. And so I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.